I'm a warrior of the wild. See the fire in my eyes. The ember leaves you terrified. And I'm guided by the light. Every time you knock me down, I will turn it back around. Forged by the revolution.
Going one to hold it and going one to fold it.
All right, lucky number eight, Mossy Oak Turkey Season 2026. If you've been following up to this point, you've been entertained. And like I keep saying, this is our gift to y'all. It's a lot of work, but what a great format to get ready for turkey season, even if turkey season started. So sit back, some more great content. Week 8, Mossy Oak Turkey Season 2026. Let's get with it.
Oh, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is another day. We're gonna try to wiggle our way into a little turkey hunting this morning. Going to a place I hadn't been to since last year. We snuck in here last year like we knew what we were doing and snuck out with a turkey. So I figured I'd give it another visit this year while I was in town. And things have changed. They have cut timber. I mean, they have not. I mean, they've cut timber since the front of this place. When I came through the gate, I noticed they had been cutting timber, and I mean, they have cut a lot of timber. So I don't know how this morning's going to go. It's a little breezy. I know that. I noticed that when I got outside to try to move some stuff out of the road. When I hunted it last year, the gate was closed back yon way about a ways. I'm afraid to park there because I'm afraid somebody's gonna come past me. But so I got as close as I dared. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm tempted to walk down to the end of the road or try. I mean, it's another 800 or so yards to where I want to start. I almost feel like I need to go down there to see if there's a stick of timber left. There's a creek drain on the left, so surely they didn't cut over there. I don't know. I mean, I get we gotta manage timber, and we gotta. It's a necessary tool, but doggone it, don't make it any easier to see and watch, because this place had plenty of openings, and this ain't no thinning. This looks like a slicking. So I don't know, man. I'm afraid I'm gonna be highly disappointed at daylight, but we're gonna sit in here still 2 hours until sunrise. It sure would be nice to put our hands on one, considering how close we came yesterday and we're featherless. So y'all be with us this morning. We're gonna say a little prayer over the morning and ask for God to protect us and everybody else out here doing this. So let's do that. Dear Heavenly Father, it's me again. Just gonna try to do a little turkey hunting, and we sure appreciate you giving us the opportunity to do so. We appreciate the creation that you've provided us to do so. Dear Lord, just help and guide us, put us in the path of whatever you want us to encounter. Dear Lord, just help and guide those that may be out here doing the same thing, and help and guide everybody through life this morning. And dear Lord, we love you, and thank you for everything. In Jesus' beautiful name we pray. Amen. I felt like a good one to get us started this late April morning, so we'll see. Slipped out of the truck. We got a turkey gobbler right here close. Try to get one more ridge on him and see if we can slip in there.
Thank you, Lord. Oh. Oh, yeah. I want to show y'all something. Yes. Because I've had 2 questions in the last week. It's another turkey. Little hen. He had him a little hen. I knew that joker was sweating awful hard for him to be alone and not looking. But I've had 2 people like, man, I keep having to hunt this stuff that rolls over, and it's such a challenge to try to get the turkeys to where you see them before they see you. This pine tree right here, that pine tree right there is the one I did the fly down with my wing at. Pick a spot, calling. You get to where you want the turkey to pop up, and then you back up. You get out of his way so that when he pops up where he know he heard that calling, he's gonna be looking. And when he pops up, he ain't looking at you. And you know, we were backed up about 40 yards. We were by that big old tree right yonder. And he come up here, didn't have a clue he was in the world. Thank you, buddy. I needed you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You did good. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, bud. Thank you, buddy. Good spurs on that turkey. Black ones. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good turkey. Oh, but we're gonna sit. He came out of this bottom right here. They've cut so much timber. That breaks my heart. I know it's necessary in a lot of situations, but man, that breaks my heart. I've walked down that logging road right there many, many times, surrounded by that timber. Hurts to see it, but it is what it is. You can't regrow it, not in a year or 2, but we did it. We got it. We did better on the execution today. And to celebrate before the sun even comes up, we got some cigar. I didn't refill this thing. But you know what? That's just fine. Just fine. I do carry it back up now. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I was thinking to say if my big failed me, it was just not meant to be.
To 100, I don't think I lose my enthusiasm.
Just wait. Stay on the one on the far right.
Hunting turkeys that have been educated in the ways of hunters is what Bob Walker does each spring at Bent Creek Lodge in western Alabama. Having knowledge of the land and exercising a subtle, soft calling game plan is usually the norm in these situations.
We got in here pretty quiet. We got in here quiet so we're in probably pretty good shape. I don't think he heard anything. Hadn't heard any hens. So what I'm gonna do is I'll turn my head and I'll tree him. And then just see what happens. If he gobbles, I might not do much more than that. If he doesn't, I'll probably cackle. Try to get him fired up, get him coming in here, but we'll just try that and see what happens. Just listen.
He's somewhere over there.
Okay.
He's on that side.
Okay, we just gonna sit tight. He's definitely on the ground. I may cackle in just a second. Get him fired up, bring him around that corner. He may be down there, he may come up here, no telling. Just don't move anymore. We need to be still. He's liable to pop up anytime.
Closer.
Yeah, you go right over that ridge. Slide your gun. Okay, just hold it right there. You don't have to get down on it yet. Just wait. Okay, I hear him. Right over that hill drumming. Take your safety off. Both fingers. That's great. Okay, just be still. Okay, a little bit to the right. He's right there. Oh, don't move. Down on it good now.
Okay.
He's right there. Oh, don't move. Okay. Get down on it good now. That's great. Okay. Get down on it good now.
Okay.
Squeeze it off.
I got a shot. Jimmy, take it.
Okay. Good shot. Be careful. Be careful.
Oh, man.
Great shot.
Great shot,
All right.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
That is beautiful. Let me unload this before we get too far.
Holy.
Man, that's beautiful.
Holy.
Look at, man,
Oh, it's pretty.
he did perfect. You couldn't have asked for anything better for the camera. And you were just cool as a cucumber. Just sat there, you were, of course now you were shaking a
I
little
was
bit.
shaking,
but man,
I was
you were
definitely
just-
shaking.
You said, I've got a shot. You want me to
did.
take it? Please, before I die.
You didn't give me time
Man,
to get
that's
nervous.
awesome. Awesome.
Wow, golly.
That was awesome.
I didn't realize they'd done a little documentary on
Jared.
So we've made it back to Missouri for the 2025 opener. We spent the last few mornings riding around and scouting, listening, hearing quite a few gobblers, just keeping tabs on all these different spots. So come opening morning, we've got an idea where we want to start and we're going after them.
So there's still one in front of us.
Quite a bit going on out there, ain't there?
Hmm?
So there's a little bit going on out there, ain't there? I mean, that's as far that way as we can go, so we might as well go there.
Yeah.
I know you sit there and wait for this. We're gonna be coming back through here.
Think could be some Jakes in that group.
Oh, it sound like Jake's?
I mean, ain't no telling, but
I'm just saying, though, I don't think a Longbeard would have been, or a Jake would have been ripping it at 5:45.
yeah.
Yeah, that one I couldn't tell. When he come up there, he knew something was up, but I couldn't see nothing.
Well, I was sitting there. I was like, hey, there they are. You guys see them?
Look at my flashlight.
That was the first for me in Missouri.
Yeah.
Never yelped up a turkey where JR wasn't calling over top of me.
I was worried about it, but it worked.
So JR fills his tag. What a great way to start the Missouri season, and man, I attribute it all to all the scouting we did the days prior. I mean, we were pretty dialed in on these gobblers. Just a great way to start the Missouri season.
It's a giant. It's a big one. Maybe 6 or 7.
I've been making turkey calls, or been making calls all my life, actually. You know, predator calls, squirrel calls, crow calls, duck calls, goose calls. But really, we didn't have turkeys until 40 years ago. And as soon as we had turkeys, I started making turkey calls. Saw where Neil Cost was, who was everybody's hero making box calls, was ready to give it up, and I started to try to make his box call because I'm an engineer by background, and I thought maybe there was a better mousetrap. I kept trying different configurations to try to change the physics of how the lid rolled into the call and how the call body produced the sound. And I came up with the idea of a curved-sided call. I named it the fiddle call because now it has acoustical qualities like a fiddle. So in 2011, I was fortunate enough to win Call Maker of the Year at Nationals with it. And then again in 2012, and then 2013, Champion of Champions, and then I retired from the competition. So I like to make calls with woods that came from the farm. You know, it's much more meaningful to me. And here's a very rare wood. In my lifetime, I've had maybe 20 lids out of spalted serviceberry, which doesn't look like much to the average guy, but it's an understory tree. And that middle trunk is probably a 1 in 1,000 or a 1 in 10,000 tree to find one that big. So to get that lid stock, we're actually cutting a tree that big And that's the only log and maybe a little piece up there that we'll get out of it. If I want to spring hunt and I want to roust a gobble out of a turkey, I was contacted by the Hayes family and asked to make a very special group of 10 calls in honor of Mr. Fox Hayes. I guess the other unique thing about this is getting some age on me. At the same time, I see Mr. Fox has harvested 75 turkeys consecutively, and I'm 74 years old. So I would be blessed to be in his position in another few years, but it really meant a lot to me that this is for his honor, because all he's done, for the turkey research and the entire sport of turkey hunting in general. I'm Marlon Watkins, and I made this series of calls in honor of Mr. Fox. And Mr. Fox, this one is for you.
And we were able to help a lot of people. That was one of the most rewarding deployments that we had. When I left the Navy, I left as an HM3, which is a third class. I was a search and rescue corpsman for HSC 26 out of Virginia Beach. Growing up, my father didn't particularly hunt that often, but I had a bunch of friends whose parents were plugged into the hunting realm and the fishing realm, and I've been fascinated by it since I was a little kid, but I never really had like a close mentor. It was just kind of this world that I really wanted to be a part of. Until I was older, when I was in the Navy, one of my best friends still to this day, he did grow up with that. And he kind of opened that up to me, showing me where to go, how to dress, how to call, all these things. So I contribute a lot of that to him. Pretty much every male that I can recall in my family has served in one branch or the other. And so that was always part of my ambitions and goals. And at 22, I was having this kind of fascination with diving at that time. So I wanted to become a Navy diver. So I found out how. I went and spoke to the recruiters, started showing up. Eventually I received my Navy diver contract. Once I acquired that, I left within 3 months for boot camp. After boot camp, I was going through some of the very beginning of dive schools, and believe it or not, found out what a corpsman was. Essentially a medic. I thought that was a really neat job, and I spoke to some of the instructors and said, hey, I think I'd rather do this. There's kind of two different sides to it. You can either go green side, which is the Marine Corps, or you can kind of stay blue side and be in a hospital setting. So that green side, it really attracted me. They told me it was a risky thing, like dropping the dive contract and pursuing this, but I was young and gutsy and figured go for it. So I was fortunate enough to acquire the corpsman contract. I left there and started doing my search and rescue pipeline, which is kind of like popping around all over the country in different schools. And I landed in Norfolk, Virginia for the final school. That's where we actually learned to operate inside the back of a helicopter and learn how to troubleshoot if things go wrong, hoist work, things like that. And that was where I had met Robbie McDowell, Robert Marsh, Greg Gilbert, Logan Parkinson, and Danny Harlow. So typically, Robert and myself would deploy together. We were part of 26, and then Robbie and Brett and Danny would deploy together. They were typically ship-based, but Robert and I were more so overland. Typically, we would go to Bahrain. So they put together a team to send us down there, actually like a week
prior to the hurricane actually hitting. And we just based on the backside of Cuba, allowed the hurricane to pass, and we were the first ones in. So we were in within hours. And we were able to help a lot of people. That was one of the most rewarding deployments that we had. Anywhere from people stranded needing serious medical attention to hospitals being put out of power when they still have 120 patients in there on life support. So we were able to get these people into helos and forward them to medical facilities that they needed to be in. And that was the most rewarding of all of them. So how I met Dave was a guy named Zach Pye. He had mentioned to me this guy that he had met named Dave and Nate. And I found it interesting. I was like, okay, well, what are they doing? So he had met Nate Watson in the gym. They were kind of like workout buddies. And Nate is the one that told him about VAF and what Dave's doing for all these guys. And I was like, man, that's awesome. Like, I don't hear of any foundation that I'm aware of actually doing that. Bringing in veterans or law enforcement guys and using the outdoors to either bring them peace or break down barriers so they're able to talk to each other about some things that they may not have anybody else to talk to about. It was really cool. Nate had texted me letting me know that Dave was going to reach out and ask if I wanted to join a hunt. So I said, okay. And sure enough, about 10 minutes later, I get a text from Dave saying, what are you doing on these dates? Would you be interested in going on an Osceola turkey hunt? So of course I was interested in that. So I said yes, blocked off those dates. And I was told that I'd be out here with another veteran named Kyle Johnson. Didn't know him from Adam, never heard of him. So upon arriving here, we all kind of flew in from our different areas. And me and Kyle link up. And before that 30 minutes of Dave arriving, me and Kyle had already kind of just become buddies, and we're joking around, having a good time already. You get to know these people faster when you have something in common like that. And got to understand a little bit of Kyle's story, just kind of who he is, where he comes from, what he does. And it's surprising how much we already had in common. So Dave shows up, and we hop in the truck and drive down here to Story Hunts.
Glad we made it. Baggage, everything made it here to Florida, and long travel, but just unbelievable country that Brandon Story and the Story family have here for us to hunt on, and just super grateful to them and Mossy Oak for inviting us to come here. Your first turkey hunt? That's right. Here to learn. Yeah, you're starting kind of with the hardest one of all the turkeys. Good.
So I was particularly excited about this because I'd never been turkey hunting. I had heard about the challenge of turkey hunting and the fact Osceolas are only local here in Florida. Just such a cool opportunity. I was stoked to be a part of it.
We're just looking forward to sharing some special time in the woods with you guys. Yeah, now we just don't have to miss, right? Yeah. Well, speaking of that, why don't we check guns here on the range, make sure you're comfortable with them and they're good to go. And you want to go first? First turkey, might as well sight in first. Yeah, good luck, don't suck.
Not being a turkey hunter, I had a lot to learn, so I was just trying to be a sponge from these guys. And they were willing to give me the information. They very well educated and learning everything I could the night prior, basically. So that night, we all had dinner, had a good night's rest, and woke up next morning and started our first hunt. So we're sitting in the blind, and we had two decoys out in front of us, maybe about 20 yards or so. And we're kind of hidden by some palmettos. And we start to hear a few hens over on our right. And so Preston made a couple yelp calls. And just bam, a gobbler was right there, maybe 15 yards in front of us. Immediately after the shot, I was so excited, everything in me wanted to just run out of that blind. Go take a look at him, make sure, see what his spurs are, all these things. Preston actually kind of was like, oh, hold up, because another gobbler was coming up and right behind him, even after the shot. So we kind of stayed tucked in and waited, and this other gobbler came in. Never having been on a turkey hunt before, I was so spoiled and being able to see all this happen. The second gobbler coming in, I was so fortunate to see that kind of activity from him. Preston and I talked, we could have sat there all day. Hearing the woods come alive, hearing the world come alive. To me, at least, that's probably one of my favorite parts about whitetail duck hunting, whatever it may be. With all the distraction in the world, that deer stand, that duck blind, whatever it may be, that's just where I'm able to quiet my mind and not be thinking about daily stresses. I think that that's very beneficial for anyone. It's very beneficial for me.
Just smoked one, man. Happened so fast. And then after, another gobbler came up, maybe, 60 seconds after or so. We're getting ready to go check on him and see what he's like. I can't wait. Hey. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, man, that was crazy. The whole thing, what an experience. First turkey right here. So I guess I don't know how I feel about how quick it happened. It is kind of bittersweet. I love being out here. That's part of the enjoyment, is just kind of watching the world come alive. But man, it's nice to take one right away like that too. I'm just very, very grateful for Brandon taking the time to allow us to be out here with Story Hunt, Mossy Oak, being here with us, and Preston's help, and of course Dave in Veteran of Fields. Awesome. Yeah. Good job. Man, I think it was a good shot, but that other one went to town on me. Yeah. It came in fast. It came in real fast. Dave had taken one of my buddies on a trip, and I'd heard about Dave, introduced me to him, and just an incredible man. What he's willing to do for these veterans out here, it's something special. It's unlike any program that I've heard of. And just a stand-up guy. He's really in it for the right reasons. He's got a big heart. Meeting Brandon and Miss Amy, phenomenal people. We've gotten to know each other really well. I mean, they're eating meals with us, cooking for us, just treating us like family down here. It's been great. So grateful.
To Corpsman Joe Laverty, thank you for your service. Everyone at Mossy Oak is honored to know you.
To 100, I don't think I lose my enthusiasm.
Let him get some separation. I'll break the out. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him, huh?
Golly, that son of a gun has a big head.
Part-timers from a hunting standpoint applies to everybody, whether you're a deer hunter, elk hunter, hog hunter, turkey hunter.
Nobody gets to do it full time. We would love to, but we can't.
Dang it.
What you think there, Mama?
Heck yeah.
That right there is good shooting.
I got him, Zoe.
He's so pumped. Look, he's bleeding.
I'm slow. Dude, my cameraman.
I got it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Look at that big, pretty joker, dude.
Oh, here comes turkey. Here comes turkey. Here comes turkey. Be still. Just a hint. Do not move. Here comes another one. Here comes a gobbler. They're all coming now. Just be still. Just be still. Watch out for the hand.
I know. I gotta get it. I can see it. I can see him.
You got the dot on his head.
Yeah.
You got the right wing gobble. Oh, the gobble right there. If you got it on his head, shoot him.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
All right, put it on that one's head. Hold on. Put it on his head, shoot him.
Go get him. Go get him. Go get him, son.
Golly, that son of a gun has a big head.
Good shot, man.
Thanks. Dang, that one has an even bigger beard.
I know, that's a stud, dude. Well, good morning, part-timers. It's 6:58. We figured this was gonna be a quick hunt because I've been watching them on these Moultrie cameras for, I mean, heck, since February, but here in the last few days, they've really started hitting the ground about 6:50. This is like the third time that we've came here and tried to hunt these turkeys, or fourth time. And they've just been whooping us every time they've flown out the other way, or they're just not here, which is kind of odd because they're typically always right here. But anyways, today I could see them on the limb, so I started yelping a little bit earlier than I normally do because one of them was facing the other way, and I didn't want to take a chance of them flying out the other way. So the old hen hit the ground first. It wasn't long, and then all the gobblers just followed suit and hit the ground. What happened on the first shot, man?
I don't know. I must have missed.
You definitely missed.
Maybe I closed my eyes too soon.
Maybe you closed your, yeah, probably did, but at least we got him to stop and we reloaded. Daddy kept another bullet in his
This actually is
case
not.
there.
This actually is not the second one. I shot it and missed, but I looked and he already had ran off, and you stopped that one that was right there.
Yeah.
And then I killed that one.
Oh, okay, 45 steps too. I think that's our problem. We're putting the Jake about 25 yards, and we need to be putting it about 35 because that little 410 shoots so darn tight. My man, you're tagged out.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you for coming with us, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad you could come. Sissy, tell me your version of the story. Did you have fun?
Yes.
Quick hunt, huh? We might be able to get back before Mama's up. You think Mama's already up?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, she's already
Yeah.
up. Well, thank y'all for watching. This has been a crazy season. I was beginning to think we weren't going to get my boy on one here, but next season, you're up first, aren't you? What you gonna do to a big old gobbler if you see one?
Cow.
That's right. Thank y'all for watching. You're watching the Part-Timers. All right, let me take some pictures real quick.
All right, here we go. Midways, the 10 Commandments. This is turkey hunting commandment number 8. Thou shalt not hold grudges. I got a story to tell about this, and I'll get through it fast as I can. When I talk about grudges, some people get way too mad at the hens. They get way too, because man, the hens mess me up. Be thankful for them hens. It's all in how you look things. I'll tell you a quick story about a guy that held a grudge he shouldn't have. We had this back in the day before we had social media and all that stuff. We had to do outdoor writers. That's how we would bring writers in, and they would write about the hunt, take pictures of us in our Mossy Oak and them. That's how you did media back then. So I get invited to a hunt. We're going to kind of be one of the sponsors, and it's up near Kansas somewhere. But anyway, I get there, and the guy that's putting this on wasn't necessarily a turkey hunter. I kind of knew that. But the place we went to, beautiful lodge. I think it was more of probably of a quail kind of preserve. But anyway, I get my turkey hunting old school hat on. I'm moving. I go find the guy that's mowing, and one guy at the track. Beautiful place, like 1,000 acres. And I'm talking to him. Hey, I work for Mossy Oak. Here's a hat. You seen any turkeys? Well, I found out real quick there wasn't many turkeys, if any, on this place. This was more about they were going to take pictures and all that. Well, there's 5 other guides there, and they pretty serious about killing a turkey. It gets to be a little competitive. So anyway, I go to the guy that's putting the thing on. I call a buddy of mine, and this is divine intervention. He had a farm 55 minutes from there, and he was a big deer hunter. I called him. I said, hey, would you mind if I brought somebody up here and go turkey hunting? Cuz you can turkey hunt all you want. You need anything? I'll leave the key to the gate in a Mountain Dew can outside. I already knew where it was. I said, okay, I may need to go up there. So the next day, there's 6 people. One of the guys there is a big-time caller. And he finds out when I tell my hunter, I said, we got to leave here at 4 a.m. He's like, why are you leaving so early? And I was like, I like to be on time. Anyway, we went to the farm, and this guy killed a turkey, so we're back. Boom. 10 o'clock, and everybody's sitting around with the mully grubs, kicking rocks. Nobody heard anything. And the famous guide guy, he's like, what are you doing? Where'd you go? I said, I got another spot down the road. And I was thinking about asking him to go back with us until he showed out. He was holding a grudge because I did what I needed to do to get my guy a turkey. So the next day, I invited one of them other guys and his guy, 2 of us. Both of them killed a turkey. Boom, come back. Well, that guy was fit to be tied. We pull up, everybody's taking pictures and shaking hands. We got and he just slams his tailgate and walks off. I'm like, shouldn't have held that grudge like that. So the commandment this week, thou shalt not hold a grudge. Back to the show.
Well, it is March 3rd, and I got my little sidekick out here, and we're going to do a little bit of shooting. How old are you, Evan?
7.
7-year-old. And what are we going to try to do this year?
Shoot a turkey.
We're going to try to get Evan's first turkey. He's been shooting for a couple years. He goes and he helps me, and he's set and he's hunted with us, but just hadn't shot at a turkey yet. But we feel like, I think you're ready. How about you?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I wanted to make sure he was great with a gun, able to hold it like a man and shoot it like a man and get enough practice in, and now I think it's time. So we're still going to continue to shoot. Like I said, he shot his little 410, this 22 for a couple years now. And we're going to shoot and continue to shoot. And we plan on going to Florida. Me, Evan, Sissy, and Mommy. They're on spring break. So we're going to head down and stay with a friend there in Florida. And him and Sissy's going to go after a Florida bird, northern Florida turkey, March 16th. So we're going to continue to shoot next few weeks and get ready for this. It's about 62 today, just beautiful. So we're going to shoot the 22 and the 410. All right. And once any kid I've ever took turkey hunting or deer hunting, you know, you can shoot and practice and get used to the gun, but once it comes close to season, I want an actual, what the deer, turkey, whatever they're shooting at looks like. This is actually probably the most lifelike target that I've ever got. By that way, they get so used to just shooting at a dot, and then whenever turkey or deer's out there, even though you've told them where to shoot, they've not been practicing shooting there. So, Evan, come here. Come around here. So, where are you going to put that red dot out on your scope? That's right. Right there at the hairline. Because, why? Because if you hit high, you're good, or hit low. Right there in the middle of that neck. I see a lot of people teach them to shoot for that eyeball, and then if they're a little high, they miss. But right there where that fur line, right there on the neck. That's right, ain't it, Bubba? All right, let's shoot some. Well, we got Evan's gun here. This is a Charles Daly 20-inch, and I actually cut a couple inches off the stock. This fits him perfect. There's no holding it under his armpit. This thing fits him the way that a grown man would use it. Put your knee up there.
You want me to shoot?
Not yet. All right, go ahead and take your safety off. Squeeze the trigger when you're ready. What'd you think of that?
Good.
All right, put it back on safety. There you go. Good job, Bubba. Let's go look at it. Here, carry the gun. Keep it pointed up or point down. Do what?
It's dead.
It's what?
It's dead.
Tell us about it. Look here. Is that fine?
Yeah.
You think that's a dead turkey?
Yeah.
That's good shooting. That's dove load right there. It's 79 degrees, overcast. Great weather. I like this overcast, so they should be still out hitting the fields. We seen a strutter last night back here. We moved the blind about 6 o'clock, so hopefully he's still around, comes in. What do you think?
Good.
Want some loving from those girl decoys. Want to come up and get a kiss.
Good.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully
good.
he'll see some new girls in town, want to come up and give them a kiss.
Yeah.
You'll give them a kiss, won't you, with that apex and that shotgun. Pow! Right in the face. All right, we're fixing to pull up here at John's and see you guys heading to the blind.
Texas is kind of partly cloudy, 80. But this blind, it knocks all the wind off, so it's a little warm, isn't it, Devin? We just hit the call, nothing. But we're in a good setup. This is where we seen them this morning. We've got just 2 DSD hens out, so hopefully it'll happen. Devin will put the smack down on. think of that, Papa? Come here. Come here.
Are you shaking? Sort of. Like when I was holding his ears, like I was shaking. Good shot, Bugs.
That was an awesome shot, Bubba. Did that have your heart ticking?
Look at my hand, Evan.
Daddy was nervous too.
I was more nervous than Evan.
I'm proud of you, Bubba. I'm proud of you. That was an awesome shot. Was that not beautiful?
Evan, you like nailed him.
Yeah. You get to see the Creator through His creation. That was through there, wasn't that pretty? Yeah. You can take them off now.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know where his buddy went.
Well, he's gone. He went to New York City.
Where'd he go?
New York City.
Well, it's Sunday, March 17th, second day hunting here in Florida. Evan got his first yesterday, and wouldn't you know it, him and Melissa, they're sleeping in this morning. So that leaves just me out. I'm gonna hunt till about 10 o'clock. We're gonna head to the house, but so just me solo hunting this morning. Evan and Melissa, they're enjoying the, I guess, the fruits of their labor. They're gonna sleep in, so I'm gonna get on down the road and we will see you guys when the sun's rising. Alright, I'm set up. I set up in the front part of the property where I had never set before. I heard that there was some down there, but I didn't hear nothing, and they've been gobbling back over here on the creek like crazy, so I run over, just got set up, and as I was setting up they were gobbling, but they've hit the ground now and they're quiet, so I'm gonna get ready and be quiet because they could be on their way here. This is part of this food plot right here. Hopefully they're coming. They've gobbled a few times out in front of me, but I just seen probably about 7 or 8 hens 200 yards come from the woods while I heard the gobbling and going through the front field. But the way they're acting, they're gonna circle around and come over here to my right shoulder. But the gobblers are still out in front. They could come to me or follow those hens. We know that usually they're going to follow those hens. So if I see them go in front of me, following those hens, I'm going to have to slide around or move just a little bit. Seen the hens cut. Oh, baby. Of course. They come in on my opposite side. These dang things caught them away from the hen. I was expecting them to come to the left, they come to the right. They come between me and the building. I had to wait till they cleared, went behind a tree. And I brought it left-handed. Shot him with the 410. Oh my goodness. God is good. God is good. Used the old bat wing too. And the red slate, they broke. And I don't know how the footage was. Because of course, where they come on my right side, I had to spin the camera around where the viewfinder wasn't. I couldn't see the viewfinder really good. I think I got it. We got the other bird still gobbling over here. He don't know what to do. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. It has been an amazing trip. We got to come down as a family, go to the beach Friday, and come out here. Got a good friend, John, gracious enough to let us hunt his property. And man, we had a show yesterday. Turkeys gobbled, come running in, strutted, couldn't get a shot. Evan was patient. Kept his composure, caught them back in. They was too far, and come set up yesterday evening. Come right out, 2:30, 2 o'clock, strutted, gobbled, and Evan made a perfect shot. And I thought my trip was finished. It was. I mean, that's all I needed. But John was gracious enough. He said, "Man, there's tons of turkeys running around. come try to get you one in the morning. And Evan and Melissa decided to sleep in. Evan got his bird. I told him we could go after him another one, and they decided to sleep in. So I wasn't going to waste a spring morning, and man, I'm glad I didn't. They gobbled. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Probably 70 degrees. They gobbled, they come in. They did everything perfect but come on my right side. I'm a right-hand shooter. I had the camera viewfinder where I could see it. If they come on my left side, I had to spin everything around, man. But thank goodness there's some big old oak trees. I was able to spin the camera around and then swap to my left hand. I knew I could make the shot, but I was just, hopefully I got it on film. I believe so, but man, the Lord's been good. Now back to Tennessee, and then next weekend to Georgia for the first Outdoor Dream Foundation hunt for spring. Man, oh man.
Just gotta let him keep coming. Whenever you're ready. Okay.
So we wrapped up turkey season with Megan Patrick, country music singer. She had actually come to the island a couple years ago and shot a turkey with us and decided we'd run it back. She had a break in her schedule and we made it happen. You know, so the island is dynamic in so many ways, but one of them is obviously the water levels. And you think water and ducks, and in this case, it was kind of water and turkeys. The water was at a certain level and had some turkeys on the southeast corner of the island in a spot that kind of had them hemmed up. We had the river on one side and water in the duck hole on another side, and we knew there were some turkeys down there, and we hadn't been down there at all this year, but figured, hey, if one gobbles, we're gonna have a good chance to kill them. All right, y'all good? Y'all know what to do? We're about to strike out. So that morning we kind of went all in on this flock of turkeys. We took the boat around to them, got out of the boat. We had thought we would be north of them when we parked the boat, and we were, so it was perfect. When they gobbled, we were in a good position, pretty much sat down right where we were at. Couldn't really go any further forward. And there at daylight, there was hens and jakes and gobblers pitching down from every different direction. We knew it was some turkeys down there, but I didn't know it was that many. Yeah, so the turkeys pitched down and did what turkeys do, just kind of drew their line in the sand and strutted and gobbled, and we finally got a hen to break loose and come check us out, and she put on a show, just cutting and purring and yelping. That morning I actually was back behind Edward and Megan, and when I saw that hen coming down the road yelping, I thought, well, here we go. It's about to happen, because those gobblers are going to follow her for sure. But they didn't. She went past Megan, past me and her yelping and cutting up.
When that hen came in, that was crazy. I've never experienced that turkey hunting. I've never been that close to a bird. I mean, she got up so close, I was like, either she's gonna just crawl up in my lap or we're gonna fight. I don't know. She sounded like she was ready to fight.
The textbook would say that those gobblers were going to follow suit, but they didn't. They had other hens that they were tending to, and anyway, we had to do a little moving around for our next setup.
If we just hang out and wait for them to come back, or circle, or we could circle around them in the boat. I don't know if it's a jake or what, but his head's wide as it can be. Here he comes.
Hell yeah. Let's go! And that's how we do it at Lost Break, baby. Let's go. He dropped. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Woo! I don't think I've ever just dropped one like that.
Like when you shot, like he just...
Like I felt very good about the shot, but like I've just never seen a bird just drop like that. Like usually it's dramatic and there's flailing and there's backflips, and he just went, doink. Good night. Bad day to be a bird, good day to be me.
How
Hey, we appreciate y'all following along with us this year, but I must ask y'all, come on back and join us next season.
All right, the next thing we're going to talk about is one of the fun ones. It's cutting. Cutting of an excited hen is always a crowd favorite at the competitions, and it's also a very effective call when you're in the woods. It's an elevated excitement. It reaches a long distance. It's used to strike turkeys which you don't even know are there. And it can really be a game changer when you have a turkey that's kind of on the fence. If you can really perform the call efficiently and do it at the right times to really just convince him to that you're the real deal. And we'll demonstrate some of that here. And when it comes to cutting, a lot of times people get really mixed up in the speed of cutting, and they want to cut fast and all of this, and it's completely not necessary. The tone of the cut and the spacing of the cut and a start and stop, in my opinion, is the most important part, and being able to perform it on demand. Cutting is basically just short burst of air over the latex. Start with the top, and should still have a top and a bottom. You have that high end, and then you drop your tongue, or you take the pressure off the latex and let the ears of that latex float so that you can get that rasp, so that you really have a whipping sound, and that's cutting.
Set up in the spot right here. He said these birds shouldn't be moving through here before dark. So we got us a good setup there. See all the way around us. Got some good cover. We're just gonna sit here and yelp a little while. Hopefully we'll strike one in a little bit. Work him on in. I see him now. There he is.
This is absolutely incredible. He never would come out of the strut. I tried to bring him out of the strut 3 or 4 times when I had a clear shot. He just stayed bowed up. And he finally come out enough for me to take him. Boy, it was good. Got a real good shot on him, dropped him right there.
I'm just gonna stay here where I can see till they get just under that hill.
Doubt your plan worked out. Come over here on this side of the creek and be done with it. And we didn't have to try to call them across it, which is what you're supposed to do. We just didn't know where they were roosted, so we were kind of sneaking in, hoping they weren't right here in one of these trees. Man, it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. There's some turkeys in here, I know that, and I appreciate you letting us go.
He's in the edge of this field. He got out in the edge of this field, he stopped gobbling, he's got 2 minutes with him. Get right to the edge of the house, stand up, and you can see right to the edge of the field.
Yes. Neil, I'm going to get my hands on it. Holy cow. That is a pretty Rio if I've ever seen one. What do you think, Johnny? Fired up, man. I mean, words can't describe. I mean, how hard we've hunted the past 2 days.
It's the first afternoon. We're back at the same exact spot that we were this morning. And they're roosted all out in front of us this morning. And they ended up flying down. They flew down pretty much right here in front of us. They got to feed off to our left midday, kind of mill around for a while. And at dark, they tend to come back in this power line, hang out, strut a little bit before they fly up to roost. So we're kind of playing the waiting game this afternoon. I see a couple redheads right over there. That caught me off guard. That back one's a long beard. Holy cow.
Holy cow, dude. That was awesome. Man, that is awesome. Look at this old boy. Wow. Look at those colors. That is a gorgeous Rio right there, man. They're really pretty birds, man. They really are. I could not believe that, though. Me and John just looked over and saw two redheads just kind of bebopping through this sage here. That is really, you know, we thought this was turkeys would be in here in the next 3 or 4 hours, you know, not in the next few minutes. And just looked over and there they came.
Turkey's gobbling on his own right up here. There's a little draw, just an old dried up creek. And I guess he's shading up on the bank of it right here on this side. Be this west side. We didn't even make a call walking down through there, and he gobbles. I think he's already coming. He gobbles that quick. He's a lot closer. We'll see him any second now. There he is. All right, ready?
What a great bird. Holy cow. What was it happened to y'all this morning? I think John said it's 0 to hero.
Yeah, but this happened even quicker than that. This was sort of like zit to hero.
Look at this. Hey, we've seen it a bunch, man. Rio Grande turkey.
You know, when they talk about mighty oaks growing from acorns, we've got a pretty good idea what they mean.
That was a good one, Chad. That was a good one. What a morning. Beautiful.
All right, turkey season 26, our third episode. And we always like to start off with some pep rally stuff, get you ready for turkey season. Here's one that occurred in the great state of Missouri. Mr. Jeff Probst, Mr. Chris Comstock, two very accomplished turkey hunters and callers. I can remember back to King of the Spring, Jeff was on that particular title with us. So he's been a part of our family and a part of Drury Outdoors for over 37 years. He's also a lifelong friend of mine and Terry. So I think you're gonna see Jeff and Chris both know how to work a turkey. And that's what we're gonna talk about a little bit in this episode with Mr. Butsky. We're gonna break it down just a little bit, drill into his mind, one of the best guys I've ever been in the woods with when it comes to working a bird.
Well, it's opening day of the second week of Missouri season. We're on our farm here in northeast Missouri. Chris was in here last night, roosted a bird. I was down in St. Louis at a wedding, so I didn't get to come with him, but we just heard him gobble down in the timber, but he's only gobbled once, and he won't respond to an outhoot. A little breezy southeast wind. But there's a clover field on our farm here, and it's just a dynamite spot for turkeys. I'm trying to see how far down into the woods he is, so if he's not too far, he should come up here. Otherwise, we may get around him, get in the timber with him. We went ahead and set up in the clover field here. We'll see what happens. There's two of them over here. There's one closer and one further away. The one is gobbled twice, the one is gobbled once. That's it. But it's not a good gobbling morning. It's low pressure, southeast wind, pretty breezy, and just dark, cloudy day. It's just not your ideal turkey hunting, weather for get them to gobble good. So we'll give it a little time, see what happens, and we'll make a move on them. Another hen in front of us. Get that GoPro. Let's go. That's why he wasn't gobbling. Yeah. There's the other hen. Right there. Turn on the GoPro, please. GoPro. couple hens. I let him put on quite a show so Chris could film him. That was 25 yards, 30 yards maybe. What a morning. Beautiful. Everything kind of got quiet. He didn't hardly gobble. There's another gobbling to the south. Hens went off to the west, and I just looked up. Here he come, running in here silent. Didn't say a word. Come right to the decoy, and I just let him strut for, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 minutes. I wanted Chris to get some pretty footage of him out in this pretty clover field, but man, I just love turkey hunting. This is probably 48, 49 years I've been hunting turkeys here in Missouri, and another good hunt for the books. I got to tell you, I've never done a ton of decoy hunting. I normally hunt in the timber a lot, but in this farm country, these decoys out in these fields, they're just deadly. And this setup right here with this lay down hen and a Jake, you see what happened. He came in and he got on top of this lay down hen, and we had another hen up here, and I don't think he even hardly paid attention to her, but these lay down hens are in front of a Jake decoy. Pretty deadly combination.
What a way to get hyped here during turkey season 26. What an awesome hunt. Big congrats to Jeff. I need to interrupt for just a second, so bear with me. We're launching what's called the Year of Gear, and it is a giveaway valued over $20,000. Yes, $20,000. Things like a tracker side-by-side, a 5-foot tower with a muddy blind, a full Matthews Arc 30 setup, you name it, some really awesome items valued over $20K. And here's how you enter. Subscribe, that's all. All you have to do is subscribe to our Drury Outdoors channel. You're automatically entered. We are running this through the remainder of the year. So if you don't subscribe now, you can subscribe tomorrow. But enjoy this episode. Don't forget about the Year Gear giveaway. And let's join Chris Comstock on a fun hunt. Why not?
Here we go, it's May the 3rd. We actually came to this farm yesterday morning and didn't hear as much gobbling as we thought we should have. There's 8 or 9 gobblers in here on this Lisa line, and turkey just gobbled right in front of us. One right here in front of us too. He's close, so we're gonna get settled in here and see what happens. Hopefully, we slid in, pop the blind up because it's pretty open in this spot right here. Hopefully, something comes strolling in here. We got the avians sitting out here they're close. They're about 15 and 20. And hopefully something comes rolling in there this morning. It's a beautiful spot, and we're in a good spot. I mean, the turkey just gobbled. It was a different turkey, so we're gonna get settled in here and enjoy the show.
That was a good one, Chad. That was a good one. Come in here to Elise. We didn't kill turkey off this thing last year. There was a bunch of jakes that kind of ruled the roost in here last year. Had everything pushed off of it somewhat. And just come in not knowing spot. There's always turkeys right here. Come in here this morning, popped up. Of course, he come around the food plot and come in and was at one time, you know, right here within 8 yards of the blind, 10 yards of the blind, drumming hard right on by. Went to the AV&X's out there, and but we got it done. And I want to thank you, Chad, by golly. It was a good morning so far. We're going to go try to get on number 2 here real quick. Just going to have to see if he's a man or a boy, one of the two. And these little 2-year-olds. Well, here we are. It's the second day of Missouri's turkey season. And, you know, at one time he was probably, I don't know, 10 yards from the blind and right drumming hard right past it, right to the AV&X's, and played the game and read the script just like he's supposed to. We're going to make this short and sweet and see if we can get number 2 for the morning here. And don't want to try to be greedy, but by golly, when the get's good, we're going to get her. So we'll see what happens here.
Man, you heard Chris working that bird. He had the decoy present. He continued to yelp. Bird just sucked right into the decoy. Just an awesome example of working that bird right up to the shot. Now, Mr. Butsky, one of the best to ever work a turkey, he's coming at you right now.
Probably 90% of your calling in the woods is yelping, hen yelping. What I like to do in a hunting situation when you are yelping is, you know, a lot of times you get real aggressive, you call loud, and as that turkey's approaching, tone your calling down. Make that gobbler come looking for you. You know, from the strong yelps, you want to reach out there, and as that turkey's approaching, the soft yelps. You know, a lot of people ask me, how often do you